It's the light heavyweights front and center with the possibility of title implications. From the blue corner, representing Cornerstone Jiu-Jitsu, please welcome Lundie. The man in the red corner makes his long-awaited return to the winner-takes-all mats, representing Team House of Tinkerbell. From the front, the former EFC middleweight champion. Please welcome JP Kruger. Your referee, Bobby Karajanidis.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome JP Kruger back onto the mat with his unique spirit animal. Faces up Lundie, always on the hunt for a submission in this high-stakes matchup. You know, lots of physicality coming up with these light heavyweights. Very big boys who like to showcase their physicality. And we welcome back onto the commentary team Mr. Welterweight no-gi champion, Christian.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Two big boys here on the stage. I've had the pleasure of rolling one of them, I think, at the middleweight title fight. WTA, one of the first ones, Mr. JP Kruger. How we were on the same stage at the same time, I don't know. But alas, here we are. Two big boys, and I think some high stakes here. I think obviously this will be, if I imagine correctly, a #1 contender fight for the light heavyweight title, which we'll see later on as well. Nice collar ties here. Oh, nice arm drag there by Carl. Carl's also, you know, been popping into us now and then, and I know JP comes around as well. So, you know, like I said earlier, we've had a good look at both guys, and I think both have a lot to offer. You know, both have excelled and upped their games over the last few months. So I'm really interested to see how this plays out, because, you know, in the training room, Carl's quite calculating, but on the comp mat, he's very, very good. You know, and he knows when and how to pull the trigger at the right time. Yeah. So I see nice stand-up battle, good collar ties there. I think that's the Peyton Griffith collar tie, the shake there. I think we see Luke and Aiden use it quite a bit. So, you know, obviously training out of Cornerstone with Luke's dad, I think they've got quite a bit of advantage there with knowledge. Yeah, between those really tight collar ties and pulling down on the head and the, you know, the chokes from the bottom, most definitely something that they've patented in and around their gym. Yeah, 100%. You know, and exactly the way that we probably thought that this would play out in the earlier stages of the matches, both competitors deciding to stay on their feet, not necessarily sitting or trying to enter the legs, not really their style. No, both guys are quite top dominant, so, you know, I think it's what we expected to see, as you say. Carl onto the back now. As I said, on the comp mats, Carl's very, very tactical and very, very good. So nice back take there from Carl, off the snap down to the back, looking to lock up a body triangle, looking to trap that right arm there and go for a 2-on-1. Can't exactly see what he's got there. I think he's got a cross grip. Oh, he's got the arm trapped. He's got JP. He actually has JP's arm trapped under the leg there. So very, very good chain of attacks there by Carl. Unfortunately, he lost that arm there. Yeah, he's lost that arm there. But still a lot of time to work in a very dominant position. Yeah. I don't think we've seen JP in this kind of position before, so it'll be interesting to see what he's been working on and how to get out, and if he can get out of here. You know, I'm sure this will give Carl a lot of confidence moving forward in the match. Nice cross grip on the shin there by Carl, just to reinforce that win. Okay, he's getting under the chin. Okay, JP's almost got like a post there. Oh, he's almost got a crucifix, but JP seems to be turning in. Yeah, JP's managed to get out there and turn in. Carl still has that arm trapped, that near arm trapped. Do you still have it trapped? No, okay. Oh, JP's out. Yeah, fantastic work by JP. Again, using his physicality to ensure that he can slip out of that position. Yeah.
Kyle into butterfly guard now. This should be interesting to see because now JP's on top.
Reminder for folks at home, both these competitors have had wins, losses and draws on the WTA mat. It is Kyle just edging out his competitor with a better submission rate, but never facing each other on the WTA stage.
Yeah, and obviously Kyle's grown in stature quite a bit. I remember not so long ago he was competing at 77, and obviously now we're up at 94, I think it is. So, you know, he's still quite young, so it's going to be interesting to see how he progresses over the next couple of years.
Another character trait of the Cornerstone gym. I'm not sure what they're feeding them over there.
All big boys, from that side. I think it's just on the West Rand they breed them big, you know. Guy looking for an overhook here into, I'd imagine, some sort of butterfly sweep off of that. So you can actually hear his corner stating that. So see how JP deals with that. JP's kind of staying stagnant here. He should look to move or pummel one of the legs onto the inside and look to pass. You know, doing this, you're easier to elevate or sweep from here, you know, especially when you're just sitting in that guard. Should use his weight a little bit on that butterfly hook.
And given the fact that he's got Kyle Lundie's arm stuck there, there's no way to body lock pass there. He's exposing himself to a potential sweep.
Yeah, I suppose he could start to look for double unders on each side, but I think he'd have to kind of get those knees on either side of his arms, you know, and then look to body lock. JP is super strong though, so interesting grip from Kyle. not the conventional.
The throat post.
Not the conventional, but you know, somewhat annoying. But yeah, I think if JP could get a body lock going, I think it would stand him in good stead, especially given his size and his weight.
JP allowing Kyle to place those feet on the hips. It's not a position you want to find yourself in.
JP's also allowing Kyle to work. Oh, there you go. That's kind of what he needs. He needs to drop the hips there. He needs to kill that butterfly hook that Kyle keeps getting on him.
Once again, Kyle utilizing those feet on the hip to create a little bit of extension, perhaps trying to weave one of those legs over to isolate a single arm.
Yeah, I don't feel like JP's doing too much more than just putting his weight onto Kyle, maybe trying to wear him down a little bit, but I feel like Kyle in on a neck here. Good look, back to the back, very nice.
Fantastic.
That's the second time we've seen that transition from Kyle off of a guillotine kind of entry to the back into that rolling back attack. So they've obviously been working that at Cornerstone and picked up a pattern. Okay, kind of a push off there from JP. Yeah, I feel like Kyle's kind of outworked JP in this match. You know, like he's been the more active guy. Not to say that JP hasn't been active, but Kyle's given more of the threats, I would say. You know, the guillotines, the back attacks, that overhook, looking to sweep. Whereas JP's just kind of put his pressure onto Kyle. Maybe it's going to weigh him down and stand him in good stead in overtime, you know, with 1 minute to go. So, you know, these guys have to start considering how they're going to conserve their energy or utilize their energy most efficiently moving forward from here, you know, given the rule set that we are in.
Yeah. Look, if in WTA rules we don't have judges' favor like WNO, but I would simply agree with you that were there to be judges' favor, Kyle definitely has been edging it out.
Yeah, JP's in on a guillotine here, I think, or somewhat.
I think Kyle had good control over those hands underneath the chin. Didn't really look panicked in the position. Both competitors, as we slip close to the last 30 seconds of this match, ensuring that they force their full physicality, just as JP did right there.
Good throw by JP. Good recovery by Kyle. He needs to kind of start turning and not get that out. Yeah, get his back to the mat there. He needs to kind of turn his shoulder to the mat.
Not a great position to be in, particularly with JP on your arm, but with 10 seconds to go might be.
Good escape by Kyle. Good escape. With 10 seconds to go, I don't see this one ending in a... Unless we got a guillotine here. No. Very well done by Carl to hang on there at the end. And maybe a case of a little too late. A little bit too late for JP there, you know? Too little too late.
I would think so. Both competitors going to the coin toss to determine...
Is this the first overnight we've had? First overtime we've had for tonight?
It would be the second due to the team event.
But the first in the super fights, right?
Yes, first in the super fights. So I'd asked Mark Seelos in terms of the position that he would have chosen, and you know, he talked a little bit about the fact that probably overwhelmingly we always have the back position taken. If you were to systematically train in that spiderweb position, you could potentially take advantage of that.
So what we've been doing at our gym is we've been training both, but personally I feel you can hang on longer on the back rod, and this is a game of time, so personally I'll take the back. We also work a lot of back attacks, and I think statistically most guys take the back, so you're going to be working those escapes. So it's going to be interesting to see here how we go, and the hands are always a good thing to watch here. I think I went for an armbar on JP just because I felt he was too strong. You know, but it's going to be interesting because I'm sure Carl's got a lot of confidence off of the regulation time, right, that he was able to take the back.
Has his feet crossed there for a second.
Obviously the key here is to get that elbow out, right? So,
and most definitely not get locked up in that body triangle.
Yeah. He's not out. He's not out until both. He's not out yet.
Both shoulders need to hit the ground, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got to free his elbow from that underhook. There, now he's out.
So
I think a big mistake most people make as well is they listen to the corners saying they're out rather than just being out. And I think a lot of guys falter at that because now, like we've seen, JP not wasted a few seconds there, but there's a few vital seconds there that instead of him just looking and talking to the ref, he could have actually got out a bit quicker. So I think we're down at 40 seconds, the time that it took JP to get out. JP's very strong on the back, and his rear naked's really, really strong. So it's going to be interesting to see which way Kyle goes and if he can escape this.
41 seconds to be exact. So we've got 40 seconds for Kyle to try escape in order to take the victory.
He needs to go to the overhook side, get his hips to the scar, and start turning in. He's got to fight that hand.
But JP already sinking that top hand quite deep.
JP's tight on that rear naked there.
Very, very difficult position for Kyle.
That's very, very tight. Kyle not giving up though. There we go.
Master Christian come calling it, you know, JP, when he's got your back, those arms wrapped around the neck, very difficult position to be in.
Also makes it super tough because he's super long, you know, so super long, super strong. So I think once he's on your back, it's extremely difficult to get out if you're not out within the first 10 seconds or so. Those are the rules of the game, and great match from the two guys.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick off with an interview with CS for the victor, JP Kruger. Once, as we mentioned a little bit earlier, this was a potential title eliminator, and I'm sure JP will be watching closely on the next light heavyweight matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, JP Kruger, life after retiring from professional MMA seems to be pretty good. You're now #1 contender in this weight division. That was a tough fight though.
Ja, weet jy wat, ek is baie lief vir Kyle. Iron sharpens iron, just like one man sharpens another. En Kyle is my iron man. Elke keer as ek en hy mekaar ontmoet, dan maak ek hom beter en hy maak my beter. En ek het hom bitter baie lief. En Yes man, ja, ek is dalk retired, maar oud, maar nie koud.
Ladies and gentlemen, JP, well done. Absolutely fantastic performance. Congratulations and all the best.